At Grass by Philip Larkin. The eye can hardly pick them out from the cold shade they shelter in, till wind distresses tail and mane. Then one crops grass and moves about, the other seeming to look on, and stands anonymous again. Yet 15 years ago, perhaps 2 dozen distances suffice to fable them, faint afternoons of cups and steaks and handicaps, whereby their names were artificed to inlay faded, classic Junes. Silks at the start, against the sky, numbers in parasols. Outside squadrons of empty cars, and heat and littered grass. Then the long cry hanging unhushed till it subside to stop press columns on the street. Do memories plague their years like flies? They shake their heads. Dusk brims the shadows. Summer by summer all stole away, the starting gates, the crowds and cries. All but the unmolesting meadows. Almanac their names live. They have slipped their names and stand at ease, or gallop for what must be joy. And not a field glass sees them home, or curious stopwatch prophesies. Only the groom and the groom's boy, with bridles in the evening come. At Grass is about the emptiness of old age and the lack of order associated with aging. It also shows us the effects of old age on our life. The themes it explores are age, championship, loneliness, and memories. The literal meaning of this is just about horses, but if you look deeper, it's about what we are worth. The first verse has got long vowel sounds which slows the pace down and sets the mood. It's also in present tense. The phrase wind distresses shows us that the ruffles in the wind are caused, and it also suggests sadness. The word distresses is a word used to show or suggest the discomfort old age brings us. And the second verse has got soft consonant sounds which symbolize that the memories are very distant and appear as a blur, and words like faint and fable kind of reinforce this idea. The third verse uses words like silks, numbers, parasols, heat, unhushed. These words show excitement, colors, noises, and sensations of racing days, or sensations of the prime of time of our life. Then it also shows us the speed of the horses, which can also symbolize the speed at which our lives pass. And the word squadrons used shows us the order associated with the past. There's like a juxtaposition between the order of young age and the disorderly life as we age, really. Squadrons and in the third verse kind of show us that everything is in order and stuff like that. But stand at ease from the last verse shows us relaxation, and it shows that orderliness has kind of gone down. We see a lack of order, which kind of imposes a negative image on old age. We can also see that the idea that comes across from this poem is that the prime of life brings us great satisfaction, but old age changes everything. As we grow old, we become lonely and more anonymous. The glories of past are forgotten. Stanzas 2 and 3 talk about the past, while stanzas 4 and 5 bring us back to the present with the rhetorical question. The tone of the piece. Stanza 1 has a very depressing, dismal, and cold tone. Stanza 2 is very exciting, and it shows satisfaction. At Grass just symbolizes retirement because it's the word we use when we talk about retired people. The last verse uses must, which shows us that they ought to be grateful for their past glories. As we've seen before, standard ease shows a lack of order, and there's also assonance with the repeated O and E sounds, which creates a sad, melancholy tone. The melancholy tone shows us that the horses needed to be looked after as well. The final word, come, is a very feminine ending, which creates a soft, fading effect which emphasizes the horses' lives fading away. The rhyming pattern of the poem. The first stanza has a ABC, ADC rhyme, but the rest of the verses are ABC, ABC. This signifies a time change and a mood change from the first stanza to the rest. And also, we see that the rhythm of the piece is that one stressed syllable is followed by one unstressed one, which kind of mirrors the idea of a racehorse walking. Finally, the interpretations from this point. You could have a negative interpretation which talks about the prime of life bringing satisfaction and fame, but old age leaving you lonely, anonymous, and replaced. Or you could have like a positive image from this, which could mean that old age leads you to true rest and you're content and happy about past achievements and you can enjoy peace and rest finally from fame and being acknowledged and stuff like that.